Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. It's been a long time no talk. Bringing this video to you guys today to talk about some figures that I've been waiting for, and I finally got them yesterday. They are the new NECA Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th Part 3, as well as the two new Freddys from Nightmare 3 and 5. I was not able to find the bloody variant of the Jason figure. I was only able to get the regular one. It's the only one I could find. So I will be getting the bloody variant eventually, but for today I just thought I would show off this one that I got, just the regular Jason. But he does come with the spear gun, which is awesome, and really liking the way the figure looks. So I'll show you the packages off, and then I'm going to open the figures and show the accessories that come with them, so stay tuned. So the figures for the packaging are pretty cool. The mask in the background is from the Friday reboot from 2009, but they do include the poster from Friday the 13th Part 3, as well as a bloody hockey mask. In the back, there's an image from, it's the girl I think that was put in the bag, the burning bag in the reboot. And it just says, a idyllic summer turns into a nightmare of unspeakable terror for yet another group of naive counselors ignoring Camp Crystal Lake's bloody legacy. One by one, they fall victim to the maniacal Jason who stalks them at every turn. It also shows the final chapter figure, which says coming soon. I've heard rumors November, but since this was moved from an original date of June to almost September, we'll have to wait and see if that's actually going to happen with it coming out when it was supposed to in November. I'll put him up here. And then we also have the Freddy from Part 3, Dream Warriors, where he has the needles for his fingers. That's where he gets tearing in the alley. Let's get high. He also comes with the marionette. It's got the poster from Part 3, which is my second favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Picture from Freddy from Part 2. He also comes with an alternate Freddy head, with the Burns cross in his head, and the hat, famous fedora, of course. Back, the packaging. It says the last of the Elm Street kids are now at a psychiatric ward where Freddy hunts their dreams with unspeakable horrors. The only hope is dream researcher and fellow survivor Nancy Thompson, who helps them battle the supernatural psycho on his own hellish turf. And at the bottom here it shows the figure that I hold in my hand, as well as the dream Child Freddy. I'm over here, and of course the last one, the Dream Child, one of my least favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movies, but I do like the way that they made Freddy look different. In this one he was kind of got the Freddy baby, but he was also kind of slowly going back together, because when he was resurrected in the church in Alice's dream, he was kind of having been ripped apart by the chest of souls bursting out of him in Part 4. He was kind of weakened, so he's got his long arm, and I think he's got a bare foot too. You can kind of see it in there. Again, they got the picture of Freddy from Part 2, as well as the poster from the Dream Child. And on the back it says, Freddy continues his reign of terror, channeled through the son of survivor Alice's unborn son. It is also the child that Freddy intends to use as a means of reincarnation into the real world. Again, this shows the two new figures in the line. So what I'm going to do now is open these guys up and give you a better look. Okay, gang, I finally got him out of the packaging, and I have to start with my man Jason. Now, he is fucking beautiful, if you can say that about Jason, but I absolutely love this Friday the 13th Part 3 variant of Jason that NECA has put together. I mean, NECA is just amazing with their sculpts and the detail that they put into the figures. I do have the Mezco Jason, which is up there on the wall. I've never taken him out of the package, and I probably never will because he is worth a lot, but I've seen pictures of that sculpt, and that sculpt is nothing compared to this one. Now, I posed him with the spear gun, because it's the first time they've released Jason with the spear gun. First time you see him with the hockey mask, this is what he shoots at Vera when she's in the lake trying to get Shelly's wallet. The other thing I want to point out is, I don't know if you can see it really, the sculpt in his face is completely movie accurate. And this is pre-Axe Mark, because like I said, I couldn't find the bloody variant, but hopefully I will. But the shirt is a soft plastic. It's almost cloth-like. The arms are more of the hard plastic, but the shirt is very nice. Also, he has articulation in the knee, which most NECA figures from past don't have, so you can bend his legs. It's hard to do it with the camera, but you see he can bend his legs. His head moves. You can bend his hands. Sorry, it's hard to do it with the camera in my hand. But, and he stands really well, which is a first sometimes for some of these figures. Now, I always pose my Jasons with the hockey mask on, so I thought I'd take the mask off and show him off, and then show him with the mask on. So I'll put the hockey mask on. 1 second. And there he goes. Just amazing. Amazing detail, amazing figure. I'm so happy I got it. And I can't wait to get the bloody variant as well as the final chapter Jason. So I will be posing him with the spear gun. Just amazing, great figure. And he also comes with, of course, a machete, which every Jason should come with. But so I'm gonna move my buddy aside for a second and get to the Freddys. I'll start with Nightmare 3 Freddy. Now, they did a great job on this one. He comes with the needles for fingers. And they did a good job on the needles. Now, his legs are not like Jason's. They do not bend. They're the statue kind of molds that they've done. But the sweaters, again, are this soft plastic. It really is very nice. It does feel like cloth. His hat is the soft plastic as well. Great sculpt, great paint job, really gets the details of Freddy. I like this grin that he has, or is like he's yelling or screaming or just creepy. But yeah, I love this figure as well. The other items that it came with were the marionette. Did a good job of that, and he stands really well because he's got kind of like a little blood splatter that he's standing on. And they're supposed to be making a real marionette figure. NECA's supposed to be putting that out. It was supposed to come out this year, but I haven't heard anything else of it. But when that comes out, I will definitely get it because it's going to have puppet strings and everything. Yeah. And then here's the alternate head with the cross burn on his head when they were putting him in the ground and saying the blessing. So yeah, another great figure. Really happy with these. And finally, get to the Dream Child Freddy. Now, like I said, he was all messed up. I remember the first scene you see him, his arm is really long, and he goes, "It's a boy." Again, the soft sweater for the, really soft plastic, really nice. Did a good job on the blades again. He's got an exposed foot, so like his arm and his foot are all jacked up. The hat is a little bit more stiff than the other one. Reminds me of the older NECA style. But again, the sculpt on his face and his head are just great. standard Freddy body with just a few tweaks to the colors of the sweater and the foot and the arm being different. Face is really good. And he comes with the Freddy baby, which they did a really good job on. Looks like him. And also an alternate head, which I can't decide. I think I might switch it out. I actually kind of like this one better. Yeah, some great figures from NECA. Just very happy with them. Wanted to give a shout out to somebody who kind of inspired me to do these videos. The user's name is CCG1171. Really great guy. I remember 2 years ago watching his videos on YouTube and just being amazed by his horror collection. And I just found out recently that he's taken down his horror room, and because of space limitations in his new home, and he hasn't, and it sounds like it was really with heavy heart that he had to do it. But just wanted to point out his page, and I'll put a link to his page below. Everybody that isn't aware of him should check out his page. Just a great guy. Just really a big inspiration to me in doing these videos. I don't think mine are nearly as good as the ones he did, but he was just my inspiration for doing these little horror videos. And I also want to give another shout out to Y Navarro 1988, who has been very nice and supportive of my channel and trying to get my link to my pages on everything, and telling people to subscribe to me and everything. It's a really nice guy, and I appreciate all the support. He's a really nice person. He's got a new page called Horror Freaks. Really great page, and he's got a lot of cool people that are fans of horror and horror figures and movies and everything. So I'll put a link to that description below as well. You should check out that page if you get a chance. But yeah, Y Navarro 1988 and CCG 1171, great guys. Just really makes me feel like I'm reaching some people that I met such nice people on this YouTube channel. So just wanted to say thanks to those guys, and thanks to everybody who supports my page. Thanks a lot, and have a good evening.